Welcome to yet another inaugural episode of the Nigerian Community Chronicles podcast powered by naked.org. This is the platform where we celebrate, explore, and spotlight vibrant Nigerian communities across the diaspora. Our goal is to connect, inform, and inspire Nigerians worldwide by diving into the stories, challenges, and triumphs that define our global community. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to introduce the esteemed executive team of the Sacred Heart International Private School, Onireke Ibadan alumni, fondly known as SHIP. Comprising of 12 dedicated members, the SHIP executive team works collectively to shoulder diverse responsibilities, ensuring the smooth operation, unity, and growth of the prestigious Alumni Association. Their unwavering commitment embodies SHIP's core mission of fostering collaboration, support, and global success among its members. From this distinguished team, we are pleased to have three executives representing the leadership and the association on today's postcards. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the executives. We have Mr. Gbenga Owolabi, who is going to lead the team today and is the chairman of our Alumni Association, and is a visionary leadership and unrelating dedication to SHIP mission. Mr. Owolabi has been instrumental in steering the organizations toward creating a strong and impactful global network rooted in the cherished memories of Sacred Heart International School. Also with him today, we have Mr. Alaba Ogunleye. Mr. Alaba Ogunleye is representing SHIP in North America and is the dynamic and ever ready, ever committed, and is always there fostering meaningful connections across continents and ensuring active engagement within North America alumni community, which is very exemplary, and kudos to the work he's doing over there. Also joining our chairman today is Mr. Lekan Afolabi, a completing gentleman. Mr. Lekan's delegation is very, very versatile and proactive. He's serving as the European and UK representative, and is there to support the executive in Europe. His dedicated effort is strengthening SHIP's presence in Europe and in the UK, having significantly expanded the association's influence while nurturing, commendable and camaraderie among its members. Ladies and gentlemen, today, this team of 12 exceptional executives exemplifies SHIP's core values and aspirations. Their collective work ensures that the alumni community remains a vibrant source of inspiration, connection, and lifelong support for every member around the world. In today's conversation, we'll explore the incredible work SHIP is doing to support our diaspora community. We also discuss how platforms like Naked can play a critical role in strengthening our network and empowering Nigerian communities abroad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the representative of the executive of SHIP. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, once again, welcome to Nigerian Community Chronicle podcast. But before we dive into today's topic, could you kindly introduce yourself once again and your, executives, and tell us how you got into becoming the executive member of SHIP and what you are all about. Mr. Chairman, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us at this your podcast. We are highly really appreciative for having us in this platform, and we do really appreciate. Like you have already rightly said, my name is Gbenga Owolabi, and by the grace of God, I'm the current chairman of the SHIP, but we call it Sacred Heart International private school, but the actual name of the school is Sacred Heart Private School, Onireke, Ibadan. Just to clear that air, because we have 3 Sacred Hearts in Ibadan. We have Onireke, we have Okeado, and we have Ring Road. Ring Road is the older one, followed by Onireke, and the last one is Okeado. For our own, and the special one is Onireke, Ibadan. And by the grace of God, I happen to be the current chairman of the alumni. So just to clear the air, so that so I can be very clear to a lot of people. And professionally, I am a travel consultant, like a profession. And the second question you asked is about how we came about this alumni association. Thank you very much for that. If I could recall, in 2020, there was we had a death of one of our very known lecturer by the name of Mr. Jude Ukachi. He died in December and was buried in that December. But before he was buried, one of our old members just sent like a printed burial printout to me on Facebook. He said I should have a look that Uncle Jude is late and is going to be buried at so prayer at St. Gabriel's Church, Mokola, then I remember at Mokola Ibadan. And I said, since he knows that I am a bit influential as regards to old students globally, that he wants me to send that printed burial to some people that could make it. And I contacted an executive that is on this podcast as well. That's Mr. Leko Afolabi. We have been good friends from school. And I told him about the information. And I said, wow, Benga, it's a good idea. Kindly attend the program and give me feedback, because he was not in Nigeria as at then. So I went for the program, for the burial program. And after the program, I told him the feedback that people were actually down and stuff like that. They were not really good about what happened to the man, because he was financially down as regards to his health-wise and stuff like that. He now brought that. He said, Benga, why don't we let us start like Sacred Heart alumni? So I told him, I said, Leko, most alumni start with maybe university alumni or secondary school alumni, but private school alumni is, you hardly hear any primary school. He said, Benga, if it has never happened before, we can be the first that will start. I said, that's a good idea. Exactly. He said, that's a good idea.
That's good.
But he said, but we can't start it alone. He said, okay, definitely you know some people. He said, don't worry, I know some people that I can contact. You too, you know some people you can contact. I know you are also, some people somewhere. Another person that also called and actually encouraged me then was, he's also part of the 12 ESCOs, Moses Alika. Moses Alika is also in the US, in Maryland, in US. And I said, Benga, please, I need you to kind of create a WhatsApp group. Himself and Lekon had Moses, had Lekon. Then there's another person who's also in the ESCO. That's Dr. Okpeyemi Oyekon. She's a lady. Had Okpeyemi to it. Everyone, we now made it at the point of contact that, okay, anyone you know that attended Sacred Heart, at least you must have 2 or 3 people in contact. Add that person to the WhatsApp group. Make everybody an admin. As you are adding, make the person an admin. Do you get it? That was how the idea came up.
Wow.
As you are adding people, make that person an admin so they can add. And one thing about Sacred Heart Onireke was that that Sacred Heart Onireke was attended by family school. For example, if you are Olabi, your father will make sure that all of his siblings attend that school. So add your siblings. Your siblings will add their friends will add people from that. That was how and I said, Lekon, please, I think it's better for you to be the chairman. And I said, Benga, I would have loved to be the chairman, but because I am based in Austria, in Europe, it won't be ideal for me to be the chairman. Moses also said he's in US. It won't be ideal for me to start up as well. So, but because you are in Nigeria, and you are also in Ibadan.
The cap fell on you straight away.
I tell you, there was no way I could hide, because naturally, I don't really like acting at the forefront. Okay. I like acting behind the scene. That is my nature.
But you done very well, sir.
Exactly. It's not actually me. It's because of their support.
Yes.
You get so
yes,
that was how the platform started with just 3 people, myself, Leko, and Moses. Then later we now added Okwe. So another thing we now put at the point of order is that most secondary school and university platforms start with their set. If you check the alumni, maybe 1978 set, 1978 set, but when we want to start Sacred Heart, make sure it is all set, inclusive. It might be our senior, it might be our junior. The most important thing is for as long as you attended Sacred Heart, you can join. So that gave us like a headway, and we started. And we also created a Facebook page as well. And if you go to the same, we had Sacred Heart Primary School Onireke Ibadan Reunion. If you search for it on Facebook, you see it. There are some people that are not on WhatsApp, that it's not easy to get on WhatsApp. We opened that Facebook page. I myself and Leko, I think we are the admin of that Facebook page. For some people that are on Facebook that can easily join, then you drop your number, they'll add you to the WhatsApp platform.
Good.
And by the grace of God, we started January 1st, 2021.
Wow.
By January 21, 2025 will make us 4 years exactly that we started. And the ESCOs actually started officially by May 2021. That was when Alaba joined us, because we discovered that Alaba, because we need people that has passion for the school.
Yes.
We need people that have passion. In the 12-man committee of that alumni, we have a legal officer that is like 1978, 79. We have 86, we have 87, we have 88, we have 89. I think 89 is the least set that we have, which comprised of the 12 alumni. So that was how the Sacred Heart alumni actually came to reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. That's very interesting. I'd like to give floor to your other executives as well to say one or two things about how they joined, SHIP, and how they became, executive member. Please, the floor is open.
Okay.
Maybe I should go. Thank you so much, Mr. Kolade, for having us. This is a great opportunity to actually promote our alumni and also to bring us together. Actually, when I joined the ESCO, we've already formed our set, 87, and we actually formed it after SHIP was formed. So we've been organizing ourselves together. And when I was appointed, I'm like, okay, this is a bigger platform to also promote our togetherness and not just my set. So I was very, very happy to be part of the ESCO executive, and being the North America coordinator, I didn't have much idea about other sets, but I said, this is a mission we have to accomplish. We have to bring everybody together. It doesn't matter whether you finished last year or you finished today. Definitely we're gonna reach out to you. So
good.
So from there, I brought in my set. We contacted many. It was a teamwork. So it's not
good.
Don't talk about me and say, Tunde, he has done so much. No, it's not about me. It's a teamwork.
It's about the team. Fantastic.
Without every membership in the North America, without my chairman, without Lekon, without the SHIP executive, we won't be where we are today. Presently, we have about 40 members, and I also have a planning committee that plans some of our activities and guide me in the running of this position. People like Musa, people like Debola, and Titi, Femi. These are part of the executive that be bedrock of the success we've achieved. So I would really want to give them the credit. And right now we are planning our second annual reunion coming up next year. First one we had, I think we had about nine members with 8 to 9 family members that attended. 80 people, 90 people attended the first one, and I believe the upcoming one is going to be bigger.
Sure.
As a community, we're going to continue to go as individual. But the work, we still have a lot of work to go, because we want every members to be found, and we want them to to be part of this. So I'm just grateful where we are today. I mean, we started, as I said, with small number, and we have grown so much over the years. But I believe we still can do better and still go places. So I want to thank you for your platform, because I believe it's going to also help us even to reach our our goals and missions. So thank you for this opportunity.
You're most welcome, sir. It's very interesting. I think I resonate with what you just said as well. Thank you very much. Mr. Lekon, over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, Sam, once again for your platform, for the opportunity. It's a unique honor for me to be here, and I'm deeply grateful. I do not take it for granted. I do not take it lightly at all. I am very grateful.
Thank you.
I, like my colleagues have said, 4 years ago the platform kicked off, and I'm someone that I actually love sacred art a lot, and somehow I think I didn't even lose touch with many of my colleagues, many of my classmates. So when the opportunity came because actually we have been nurturing the sacred art platform before even the death of Uncle Jude in 2020, when he passed on. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
So after his death, that we decided to form the Sacred Art Association with the present chairman, Mr. Gbenga Wolabi. And I remember then that we had many people, so since I'm based in Austria, and I realized that there are some friends of mine that are in the UK and some are in Lagos. So since I had the opportunity to get many of them, we decided to form the 88 set. So eventually I became the inaugural president of our set, class of 88. So I served as the president of the 88 set, alongside being the Europe coordinator. Then I handed over last year November as the president of the 88 set. So as at that time, we are about 70 in our group. Ooh. And we are doing well. So, and I'm grateful to God for what we have been able to accomplish. Most of the folks, unfortunately, they are not here, but it was a teamwork. So one of the projects we actually thought of accomplishing was that the fact that we wanted to reach out to the student, our student of our alma mater, Sacred Heart Private School, Ibadan. So we reached a consensus that we want to sponsor about 20 students at that time. Wow. So we called it SAEF, which is Sacred Heart Educational Fund. So we actually reached out to about 20 students of the school. So we sponsored them, and then we gave them a certain amount of money and bought some stuff for them. And it was, I just believe that life is about changing people, touching lives. Yes. That is the purpose of living, is to touch someone's lives for good. And I bless the name of the Lord for what we have been able to accomplish. It's a great thing, reaching out to people, and that is what our association is all about. And I'm grateful to God for the privilege and the opportunity He has granted us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so happy and impressed, and even having the opportunity to have this conversation with you. With our chairman's permission, since I'm also an alumni member of SHIP, I think I can also introduce myself.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm also a member of SHIP. I went to Sacred Heart Private School, Onireke. I left there with 1974 set. Even I didn't finish, but I left. My set was actually 1974. But I also, some of my mates joined me in Loyola, and we are still friends till today. And I learned about this last year when my best friend that went to SHIP and Loyola, Professor Olumide Kukoyi, now told me, we were just having a chat, and he said, "Oh, do you know about SHIP?" I said, "No." And now told me, I said, I should be part of this because I went there as well, So he was the one that introduced me to the association. And I don't know who he sent my details to, but I was added. And ever since then, I've been trying my best to be active. I actually attended the reunion party we had earlier on. I'm not sure that it was this year or last year, but so I belong to Mr. Lekon's chapter, as our representative, even though we have a UK bound, representative as well. I forgot her name now, but she did wonderfully well for organizing that reunion event, which I really enjoyed. I met a lot of people, you know,
That's
and they gave me a nickname that day.
Let us hear it.
They gave me, somebody called me, you are our ancestor.
That's a good name.
So say throughout the session that day, they were calling me ancestor. It's very
That's
interesting. Very
Yes, sir.
interesting. Gentlemen, actually, like I said, it's interesting, and it's an honor to have you on this podcast. I would like our viewers to know the key achievements that SHIP, has accomplished, for its members and the broader community that we all belong in our various, locations as Nigerians.
Okay, so first of all, to God be the glory. We created our own website.
Good.
And I believe it has helped, and I believe people have been able to join SHIP through that website. We're still hoping for it to be more running and effective. So it's ongoing work, and I believe we're going to be all hands are going to be on board to make it more effective. The membership is one area that I'm really happy about. We're going to start a North America alumni. So I believe that's to the credit of the tenacity of all the hard work that everyone has put in. So because we all reach out to each other to bring each other together. So that's one area that I believe is a big accomplishment. The other thing is hosting a reunion, and that is also big because we've not seen each other in a long time. Even though I'm friends to some of my classmates, but we only talk on phone. We only talk, through WhatsApp and all that. So seeing them face to face after we've left school over 40 years ago, I mean, that was very touching. I can't even that event was very emotional for a lot of us. I mean, boys are now men and now elders. I know. So that to me is also a great achievement. And also when you talk about the larger group, UK group had their own reunion. I mean, we are so happy that happened. And even the Nigerian events during the anniversary, the turnout, the success, the contribution of everybody really showed that when we come together we can accomplish great things. So these are a few things that I noted here, and I believe we still continue to grow and we continue to improve on all these things. So that's the
Thank
few
you
things
very
I have to
much.
say. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Batunde. Mr. Lekon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I will say that the motto of the Alumni Association is to reconnect, give back, and network. And by the grace of God, we have been able to, like Tunde said, we have been able to accomplish all these three aspects of our of what we intentionally set out to do. And one of the things that I really appreciate and I'm grateful to God for is the fact that we were able to come together after decades of leaving the school, especially meeting each other. I mean, loving on one another, and reaching out to our friends, especially when someone is in need. You reach out. You are willing to assist. The fact that you guys grew up together and then you've grown to become men, and then you look at your friend and then you look at some people who are not there yet, and then you decided to come together and then do something for your neighbor. I mean, that's one of the things why we have come together, and we have been able to accomplish a lot in that aspect. And when we had our 60th anniversary Diamond Jubilee last year, I realized that we actually wanted to, make the school a better place. Like I remember when we had our 40th anniversary in the year 2003, Archbishop Alaba Job said that we should make the school bigger on the global map, and I held on to that word. So when we back again 20 years after to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee, and we decided to spend some huge amount of money to make the school a better place. So when we were able to accomplish that goal last year, I told myself, I said, this is what Archbishop Alabajo said 20 years ago, and we have grown to accomplish such a feat, and I was just thankful to God for what we were able to accomplish. And another thing, that we have been able to do is the fact that once in a while we just, chatting with friends, talking about life and family, and then just ruminating about life. It gives me joy. It gives people joy, that the ability to come together to talk about things and about the future. It actually means a lot, and we have been able to accomplish this a lot. Most of the time, sometimes we can come to Lagos or in Ibadan and just rub minds together. And I remember when Dr. Debola Drodola was in Nigeria last year, she met with friends in Ibadan. They had a great time together. She was in Lagos, and then she met old friends again. And it was just fantastic, and it was such a great thing that we have been able to come together. And without this association, such things wouldn't have been able to be possible.
Oh, thank you very much for that enlightening, response for how the association has helped every one of us, including me as well. Now that is going to lead me to ask you, gentlemen, because SHIP as we speak is international now. We are all over the world now.
Yes.
So what kind of sense of community among Nigerians in diaspora are SHIP imbibed in the ways of doing things? What I'm trying to say is, what have we contributed our community? Not only SHIP, but to Nigerians as well, like yourself in Austria, and and Nigerians in America and in UK. What have we done, to encourage, togetherness in our community?
I will let me quickly speak on our experience. During the reunion, as I said, some family members were present at the event, and the feedback we got from them after the event is that they've never seen something like this.
Wow.
And I will give two instances. One, there was a presenter that came to present. He's not part of the community. He's not part of the Sacred community. And that event, actually, she was so emotional. She said, she wished she could have this kind of opportunity. And she said she's motivated now to even go and be looking for her own classmates, one way or the other, to also follow suit. That, the impact that we've had on her is going to push her to do this. And there was another gentleman, is a husband to one of our alumni. He personally, spoke at the event and said, he's so touched by what happened, that it's as if we've all been friends or know each other for a long time, that we need more of this, that this is actually going to bring Nigerian community together, is going to promote, is going to enhance, even the development of our country. So I believe that is a big impact. I believe that is the community outreach we've all been, kind of want to see. Despite that they are not part of Sacred Heart, they are touched by what we've done, and they said they can do. And I believe we can all foster unity. We can all foster, promotion of our great country. And I believe this kind of feedback is good, and I believe it's going to continue to improve. And I expect more even during the next one. So we've actually in a small time, in a shortage of time, we've actually affected communities. We've actually, by our actions, but things we've done.
Thank you very much. I don't know whether Mr. Leko has got anything to add to that.
I think he has said it all.
Me too. Yeah. But you see, what is very interesting about all this is that, looking at the, that sense of community that we have shared and impacted in our neighbors and amongst our Nigerians in diaspora, just like Mr. Tunde have explained. It also, I'm beginning to think in my mind that we cannot be talking about Nigerians in diaspora and not even touch culture, because we are cultural people. So how would you think our sense of community as Nigerians has impacted or exhibited the Nigerian culture at our different locations?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. You see, I belong to an association here that is called NANCA. It's the full meaning is National Association of Nigerian Community in Austria. NANCA. It's a very active community, and every summer we gather, Nigerians gather together. So we have what is known as Adure Carnival. So we put on our traditional Adure wear every summer, and then we march around the city, the capital city. Sometimes we go outside of the capital city, and then we showcase our culture. We showcase our ways, and most of the Austrians, they join us. They love it. In fact, the Austrian nation, they even back us with the Austrian police to guide us while we are parading.
Wow.
And after the march, then we get together, and then we invite the Austrians, and then we talk about our society. And they are, it's another world entirely. Sometimes also, when I go to church on Sunday, I remember some months back, I just wore my traditional wear, just one Nigerian traditional wear like that.
Yeah, and, like the Agbadas.
I didn't even know that the white, because I attend an international church, I didn't even know that some of the Europeans were watching me, and after service they came to meet me and they were like, "Oh, I love this clothes, I love this your attire, I love this outfit. It looks good on you." So they were asking me, "How can you get it? How much does it cost?" And they don't have it. They want something like that, which they don't have their own culture. So all these things have been a thing that gets them attracted to us and to know more about our culture. And they are much more interested in knowing more about it.
Wow. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure you know what my next question is going to be, because we've been talking about community, about culture, about everything. What about our Nigerian food now? Let's talk about our Nigerian food now. Do you get Nigerian food over there? Amala and all those.
Yeah, so I was about to mention that it's just skipped my mind. Yeah, I love our Nigerian food a lot. I tease a lot. I tease my friends on the platform most of the time, because my own is I love ikokore a lot. So I remember my senior sister lives in the UK. So last year she was coming to visit me with the family. And I said, when she called me, she said, "Okay, what do you guys need?" I told her, when you are coming, one of the things I want you to bring is, that I love this meal so much. I enjoyed it so much.
Wow.
And our pounded yam, amala, all those stuff. Thankfully we have some African stores here that we can get those stuff. So like sometimes when we are having an international event in the city, which we comprise some other parts of the world to participate, they really want us to bring our Nigerian food as well. So sometimes when they eat, they ask us, "How do you prepare it?" Like egusi, they will ask us, "How do you guys prepare this?" They want to taste it. They want to taste from it. They want to, they want to know how you guys prepare it and what it looks like. So it's a thing that they really enjoy as well.
Oh, thank you very much for that elaborate explanation. I think Mr. Tunde is itching to tell us about food.
Actually, he has said it all, but
I know.
we are so blessed. We are so blessed to have our community presence in the US. I mean, there's no states. I even know if there's any states you don't find Nigerians, even in this country. And that's to tell you that if you, our brothers, our sisters, our families come here, you will always feel at home, because I would say every district has Nigerian, either African market or a restaurant. Our presence is really, is really feel here. And the thing is that you always feel at home, because what do you want? You want, in short, one gentleman just opened a restaurant where they are selling agege bread with a white agon. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, wow, that I don't even need to travel to Nigeria again to eat this food.
You won't miss them any longer.
Exactly. So we have, home. This is home anytime too. So and to also tell you how we have reached, we have promoted the culture, the wide every ethnicity from all over the world. They have seen them in this restaurant and various restaurants. They enjoy our food. Nigerians are always affecting their communities. So we are proud. We are proud of all our brothers and sisters all over the world, and let's continue to to promote Nigeria. And this is a great country, man. And I believe things are going to change. Even at present, it looks as if there's no way out, or things are not getting better. But as I said, we have to stay positive. We have to be positive. We have to keep praying. We have to we have to think ourselves too. We have to make impact. This is what we are doing now. That's what we are doing. Platform, I believe, is to make impact. Somebody has put this in and put it on paper, and now it's happening. This is hard work, and these are things that we need to do more. And I believe we're still going to be we're going to make that change. We're going to impact our community. So that's all I just have to say for
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I noticed that the chairman is attempting to talk, but because of the background noise, I had to mute him. So, Mr. Chairman, please, sir, you can unmute yourself, because I really want you to help me with this, my next question, if that is possible. Can you unmute yourself, sir?
Okay, what's the question?
The question is around the, because as our leader, I'm sure you must have gone through some challenges and, opportunities. Can you let our viewers know what challenges our associations has faced, in terms of engaging members or expanding outreach, or even the local challenges that we might have, and how we are trying to help, our members?
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, if I could recall, you said, I think you left Sacred Heart at 74, maybe earlier, to another school. But I want to say it emphatically right now that you can Google search it. That's one thing I'm not proud to say anywhere, even my secondary school or university alumni, that go and check if there's any primary school alumni that is as strong as Sacred Heart Onireke Ibadan alumni. Go and Google search. That we might not be number one, but if you check around Nigeria, we'll be between 1 and 5. There's no primary school alumni that is as strong as Sacred Heart Onireke Ibadan alumni. Even our same road alumni is not as, they envy us. That how can we people come together and be as strong and very effective as this alumni? That's one thing I'm very proud of. I am not as effective or maybe participants as my alumni in my secondary school or university, but this primary alumni, I don't know. I think it's just divine. Let me just a divine arrangement. I'm appreciative about the alumni team ESCO members. They are just wonderful people. And funny enough, we didn't really select people from anywhere. God just directed us, okay, let's talk to this, because we actually looked at one thing. How many of these members has passion for Sacred Heart?
True.
How many of these members has passion? We just selected ourselves. We had 1978, we have 86, 87, 88, 89, and by the grace of God, we have been performing it very excellently well. Ordinary alumni ESCO members maybe are always on for like 22 years. But as I speak to you, by January 1st, 2025, it will be 4 years. We are able to say that by the time we hand over, because we've been thinking of handing over, at least we've done our best, we've done the anniversary, let us hand over to another set of people. But we are afraid that if we hand over, do you think the next people that are going to take over, will they be as passionate and very we are scared of that. We see the last thing we had, we wanted to actually hand over May next year. But Tunde has a program for North American alumni member in June, July next year. And I said, okay, let's hold on to maybe September, after it must have been done with his own reunion in the US. So another thing I wanted to actually chip in as well when they spoke about our achievement is after we actually came up together and decided to have an alumni in May 2021. The first thing we did in December was to buy a rice, bags of rice. We bought chicken to 50 staffs and non-staff members of Sacred Heart. We gave to them as Christmas gifts. They were just prayers. They were very easy. In the history of the school, nobody has ever given them such before. And it was funded by the ESCOs. Exactly, just 12 of us. We funded it and we gave them Christmas gift. Then other sets got to know about it. The following year, sets took over. I think today's set, 87 set, also furnished, they bought computers for their computer lab.
Wow.
It also this scholarship, and they also painted the block before the anniversary that came up in October, and we painted the old school.
Wow.
We also upgraded the
That's very nice.
The children's playground, because the one they had used to be an old school stuff, and I said, okay, let's use like a natural, all this artificial green grass, and let's upgrade and put it like a barbed wire around it so that it can be secured. Which another thing we did and was commissioned by our Bishop Alaba, Felix Alaba Joe, which was actually commissioned as well during the alumni 60th anniversary last year, October 28th, to be specific. So that is one thing that I'm actually proud and to forever I'll be grateful of. One thing about Sacred Heart is there's one thing about us that we have that spirit, that pushing us forward. Okay, let's do this, let's do that. So in terms of challenges, when we started at the initial stage, we were using a person as regards to commitment, financial commitment. That's the first thing we had, financial commitment. When we're having ESCO, because we normally have ESCO meeting last Sunday of each month. Since the day we created the ESCO ESCO executive in May 2021, June, July, August till December, till we had our alumni every last Sunday of the month. Around 7 at times 8, we have meetings. And the members are all over the world, Australia, US, UK, Nigeria, and stuff. And everyone is always in the meeting. We even had a fine that if you don't come to a meeting, you pay $100, you pay $50. But in most cases, 70 to 80% of us are always in the meeting. So they have another meeting, but they will skip that meeting. No, I must attend this Sacred Heart meeting. That also even my wife personally said, voila, you should have proper Sacred Heart. So happened to I'll tell her, there's a Sacred Heart meeting to meet for any reason. Okay, voila, this year they just one after the meeting you will eat. So especially when we're moving towards the anniversary, is the financial commitment of some people, because especially the diaspora, they really don't like making payments into personal accounts. So personal accounts, that's the individual account. Because when we're making payments for this chicken and rice, bag of rice for Christmas, we paid into our Dr. Payeni's account, which is personal account. But when we now wanted to do a huge project, which is painting of the school and also the upgrade of the playground for the children, before then, we have to go and open a corporate that reads the name Sacred Heart Primary School for clarity and transparency, especially in the diaspora. So they know, okay, I think they are serious. I have to go to the extreme of registering the alumni into the Sacred Heart. Initially, I did the local government registration with We got it. We went to GTB. GTB now said we need to re-register as a CAC. Corporate
CAC, definitely.
Yeah. After I did that, we also went to SCUM. SCUM, that is by the all these what's it called, EFCC.
Yeah.
EFCC. They screen and make sure that the alumni is not for 419 or stuff like that. We went to SCUM as well. We paid for it before the account was actually approved. So we now took the account number to the platform. Immediately, the account number was thrown to the platform. You need to see how the money was just.
Wow.
Like almost even over 5 million for the alumni. So we painted the school all together, and we also did a hangout. Everybody came together. Another thing I noticed about this secret stuff, nothing about seniority or maybe you are junior.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's one thing I noticed about this secret, that either you are 70 or you are 50. There's a woman that actually came for the alumni. She personally came to meet me. She said she left. I think she was the first set of secret art. She's in Lagos. She came with a Prado Jeep, brand new Prado with a driver. She personally came to meet me one-on-one on that secret art. They said, "Are you Mr. Gbenga? You are the current chairman." I said, "Yes, ma'am." He said, I was humbled when I saw her. He said, "I want to praise and appreciate your effort so far." On the general platform, but on the silent mode, but she has been seeing our progress and encourage us that we should keep doing all our best. That she's very sure that this alumni will go to greater heights. Because one thing our mission, our vision is to be a good ambassador and take that to a global international standard. And that is our major challenge. But by the grace of God, we're able to achieve it, and the people have more trust in us right now. So after that, challenges, what we are just encouraging people now is just expansion. As of now, even though we started with 3 or 4 members, as of now we are almost 300 members globally. 300, almost 300 members. So, and I know at this, and I know that one thing we normally encourage our members is, once you get connected to this platform, either through WhatsApp or through Facebook, try, at least one person knows 1 or 2 members. Let the person know, let him join. If either through WhatsApp or through Facebook, they will add him to the blog. I know we can still do better, and we can still expand more than this. So that's our major challenge as regards to payment, and alumni annual due as well. And ESCOs have actually started by making annual due payments, and I know members will also contribute and also make the way forward as well. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, sir. This is very, very, elaborate and very, intuitive, and I think it's inspirational as well. I mean,
Mr. Solade, sorry,
yes,
if I can keep in. My chairman has said it all, but I also want to appeal to members. Definitely, we've all been rallying around each other. When we have events, when one of our members need help, we've always been there. So I commend our membership, but I also want to appeal that even though giving is voluntary, if God is laid in your heart to help, definitely please do, because it's going to be used for a wonderful thing. It's going to be used to impact lives. We have members that are giving all the time, but definitely we know we have, successful Sacred Heart alumni all over the world, and and I know they can help, and God has blessed them, put them in this position. I believe they should be reaching out and helping, our mission. So I'm just appealing that whoever is going to listen to this podcast, and God is touching you and you want to do, please reach out, to our treasury secretary, and give, and we believe we're going to use it to affect, lives. So I just want to make that appeal. And
fantastic. No, it's very needed.
Yes. So, and also, the impact that, all this contribution, the lives that are affected is, I can't even be, be mentioning it now, but I know people lives have been changed even in a short time. And the other thing that I also want to add to accomplishment is that, we celebrate each other. I mean, you are part of the group, and you see how we celebrate people's birthday. and how we rally around people that love loved ones. In my set, in the general platform, in the the global platform, it's a blessing to be in this position. No members is always left behind. If they need help, we always rally around each other. So I want to really commend that, and I see that as accomplishment, and I believe we continue to do better, by God's grace. So thank you, sir.
Very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Tunde. Mr. Chairman, sorry, I have to bring this again to you, and then even, but with your permission, we can get Mr. Gbenga and, Mr. Tunde and Mr. Lekon to chip in. Now, because what is just going through my mind now is that what we've just discussed is making me to believe or to think, how do you see technology? For example, like this platform such as NACADE, how do you see NACADE helping SHIP, to connect and grow?
Okay, thank you very much. Just like Mr. Lekon has said earlier on, our motto for this Sacred Heart alumni, we call it RGN. The R is reconnect, give back, and the N is networking. And even though we've not been able to reach a lot of people, but with this your platform, I think I want to believe that it's to help us as an alumni to grow the achievement we have reached so far is about 290, almost 300, like I told you. But this is general Sacred Heart alumni members. I'm sure we can still grow better and much more better. And another thing I want to believe is trust issue is one of the reasons why a lot of people has not joined, or maybe they think that maybe if they send money to maybe an alumni, it may not be used judiciously. Do you get it? Maybe with your platform and with your podcast, actually in letting people especially people that have not joined, that are in the US, UK, and even in Nigeria too.
And we are looking forward to working with you. I know before we started this podcast, you shared some of the things that you've been put in place already, and we're like, wow, this is even global. And you mentioned about our members having hotels in Abuja, and our members travel home all the time. They are in Abuja and all these places, and they are like, wow, these places are too expensive. But our own, our very own has one that that is moderate and they can afford, that is affordable. So and I believe this is promoting each other. It's part of part of the our motto. So this, I believe, this the platform is going to help us to achieve. So we're looking forward working with you. We look forward to also bringing ideas on how to improve things. So these are just some of the things that we have in our mind right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunde. I think, unfortunately, the chairman missed one of my questions at the beginning. He's yet to tell us about his own favorite dish. Yeah? Even though he's in Nigeria, we need to know his own favorite dish, Chairman, sir, unmute yourself and tell us, maybe your own is Aaron Bear, that we are missing.
I think so.
Well, that's just on a lighter mood.
Favorite food is actually yam and egg. In terms of solid food.
That's my favorite breakfast.
You don't look like somebody whose favorite food is yam and egg.
Honestly. Right. We're going towards the end, but I'd like us to also let our viewers know, because don't forget our viewers are widespread. They can be part of alumni association or clubs, most importantly Nigerians. Now, if you could bring one thing from Nigeria to diaspora, what would it be?
I would say we as a Nigerian, we are diverse. We have diversity in terms of culture, in terms of language and all that. So I belong to a group here called the Egbe Dua, and in this Philadelphia city. And right now, some of our children that we have in this country, they don't speak our language.
Yeah.
And right now there's a professor who specializes in Yoruba language that is giving a free tutoring to them. And
Wow.
I happened to mistakenly join them last week, and I saw how intensive these classes, what, and they really passionate about learning this language. So so I believe our language, our culture, and who we are as a nation, it needs to be promoted in this country, in a various country we are living in. So I believe we are carriers of these things I've mentioned, and we should not be afraid, to sell it out there, even to our foreigners, to the whites and different ethnicity. We should be proud of it. We should not. We should be very bold to talk about every of our aspect of our lives as a Nigerian. So, and I believe that has economic advantage as well. It has a benefit, economic benefit for all of us, even people at home. Because all these clothes that we bring in, I see why people buy it. I see that they love it. I see that, they like, all the food, I mean, these are businesses that we have here that, all other ethnicity that are not from Nigeria, that they are buying. So this is part of, what you just asked, that, how can we, how can we bring this, into our community? So I believe, these are some of the things that we should be doing as a person and also as a community.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunde. As a kind of a round-up question, which is also an open question, Mr. Chairman, sir, we have talked about various things on this podcast, but something that really touched me most is that trust issue. What can we do to encourage our viewers, especially those that have attended our alma mater? How can we encourage them to kind of trust the effort of SHIP and the executives so that we can jointly and collaboratively contribute to our alma mater?
As regards to that trust, we actually, one of the things we discussed in the ESCO meeting, as regards to that trust issue, number one is for us to open that the current corporate account that reflects the name Sacred Heart Primary School International Alumni. With that, we were able to meet like 60-70% trust from a lot of people. The next challenge that we had was to have a one-on-one chat. Like Tunde now, he went to 87 sets and spoke with them. At least we don't know them, but in his set, they know and trust Tunde.
Yeah. So what he's trying to say is that we're able to contribute from our own set and able to transfer it. So in short, it's saying that so that will also help the trust issue, because some of us are very close to our set. So we need people in our set that that actually people trust their leadership, to be part of, to be active in the SHIP platform.
Okay, so I would also like to just add this one briefly. From this trust issue that you are talking about, I remember there was one of our friends lost his wife last year. So we had to contribute towards the burial. And some of the people in my set, I realized that the contribution was very low. Then I had to private chat some of them. So what I'm trying to say is that if like Benga and Mr. Benga and Mr. Tunde were trying to say is that if we those of them that we are close to, especially people in our from our set, we can easily convince them that this is what the association alumni is all about. I remember you told us that you didn't even hear about the Sacred Heart alumni before until Mr. Kukoyi.
He's a professor. It's a professor, Professor Kukoyi.
Yeah, he's a professor Kukoyi.
Until he introduced the alumni to you. I mean, it was based on trust that we are able to join. So I think that if we are able to also able to reach out to some of our folks like that, we'll be able to convince them that this is what we are up to. Like Tunde, Mr. Tunde did also from 87 steps, because it was based on trust that they were able to respond to what he was trying to tell them, and then the funds came in.
Oh, thank you very, very much. Gentlemen, we have come to the end of the podcast, but I would like to sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sharing your insights and for the good work all of you have done for our alumni and Nigerians, in general, and every one of us in diaspora. Please, is there any final thoughts or messages for our audience, both alumni and the general audience?
I would like to go first because I believe when we work together, we achieve so much together. So, and I know we have potentials in this alumni. As I said, I just want to appeal to all our members, based whether at home or abroad, that they should believe in this mission. They should believe this alumni can be greater and is going to be greater. So I just want us to all, trust each other, to work together, and anything that, the mission, the objective that we've laid out to achieve, that we can all achieve it together. Not few people can achieve it. So I really want to appeal for us to come together, for people to be vocal, for people to be present whether in their sets or on the platform. We want to hear you. I know some members are silent members, but if you are silent, there's nothing we can gain through that. We want your contribution. We want your voice. We want your ideas, because together we can achieve great things. That's all I just have to say.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Lekon.
I remember when we were in school back then, after you have written a test or an exam, the teacher will write and say, you can do better. So I want to say to listeners and to our members as well, that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you have been able to accomplish, all of us, the truth of the matter is that we can do better. Being on the Alumni Association, in your profession, in family, in business, wherever you are, you can always do better. Let's try as much as possible to give the world our best. As they say, that our best is yet to come. And I believe that as we continue in life, we journey in life, let's try to give our best until our best is indeed the best. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, sir, can you please unmute yourself and give us the last insight?
Okay, thank you very much. Just like my colleagues have actually said it, as regarding to the roundup message, I want to just appeal to especially those of us that are silent and those that have not actually joined the alumni. Number one, to the alumni specifically of Sacred Heart alumni, Onireke Ibadan, and you've been silent or you've been reluctant of having a second thought of should I join or should I not join, please, I want to appeal to you to please join. And we don't actually only need your financial assistance, we need your ideas, your suggestions. None of us, a tree does not make a forest. You understand? Feel free to communicate with any of us of any idea that you need that can move the school forward. I remembered when I attended Sacred Heart Onireke Ibadan used to be top 4, if not top 5 of the best schools in Oyo State. Don't just in Ibadan, in Oyo State. And the little ESCO member, one of the idea that was actually in our mind is we want to bring that school back to how it was then. If you are talking of the best primary school in Oyo State, you will mention Sacred Heart. All our inter-house sports will come out, either inter-house sport or maybe in a quiz competition, we always come out the best. Even up till now, every one of us remember our school song. We sang it each time we have an alumni meeting. And it brings out the kind of memories that it takes us back to days in the 80s, in the 70s. So please, just try, no matter how small, no money is too small. That's another thing. Some may say, oh, they don't want to give a little amount. No money is too small. That little money that you think is too small from you, by the time we put it into the alumni or maybe the school, it is a lot of money. And the teachers, the students, that students in Sacred Heart really appreciate it. And we don't only do that. I remember the thing that actually ignited this alumni is the death of our teacher, Mr. Jude. We call it Uncle Jude then, Uncle Jude Ukachi. We actually went to meet the widow at home. She was almost crying when she saw alumni members of like 20, 30 years ago came to greet her at home. Apart from visit, we gave her financial support. Till tomorrow, she still thank me, Mr. Gbenga, help me thank your alumni. That she has never seen this kind of thing in her entire life. Primary school alumni coming to visit her. And we did not just visit her, we actually paid for her. She has the shop at Bodija Market. We paid for 1 year rent. We paid for 1 year rent for her. Till tomorrow, she's still thanking and praying for us. So no money is too small for any of our alumni members. Please trust us and believe that anything you want us to do with the money, anything we plan to do with the money, it is what we are. Bunch of integrity people. We are men and women of integrity. Anything we plan to do with the money, we will actually do it. So, and for people that are not alumni member of an ordinary case, say that if you're alumni of any other school, please join your alumni as well and do something good. Give back to the school that actually made you who you are today. Thank you very much for this opportunity again.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much, Mr. Tunde and Mr. Lekon. Now, to our viewers, please join SHIP if you went to Secretary Primary School, Nireke. And you, as a Nigerian, also please stay in touch. Please be informed and also explore naked.org. That's just for you to stay connected to your culture and community. Please follow us more for inspiring stories like this. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye and God bless.